everybody, and welcome to the newest indoor adventure in the Four Keeps Halloween crossover, part 1. So we realized that the Curse of Strahd might not end up going all the way till Christmas, so instead we're having a Halloween crossover spooky event on today, October 28th, 2019. And on this day, it is a very important thing to remember that you are loved. That is something that we like to start off every single one of our sessions by saying, and we have these games Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is, of course, our homebrew game, Curse of Strahd and Ghosts of Saltmarsh. If you are interested on checking out any of those games, consider going and watching the VODs on either youtube.com/indooradventures or anywhere where podcasts can be found under the same moniker. With that, if you already support the show via Twitch, YouTube, and all those other things, and want to continue supporting the show, otherwise consider going to patreon.com/indooradventures, where we have our after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from each other, but also from the community at large. And on today, we have a special guest DM as Greybeard. So, hey, if you have questions that you want to ask Greybeard, or you want to hear Greybeard's first, his questioning without the barrier of some kind of electronical format, consider jumping in on their Patreon. But easiest way to ask us those questions is, of course, going to our Discord. We have links below in either this video, this VOD, or this podcast, so consider joining in. We're a group of friendly people, and we'll only bite if you ask nicely. Wink! So, with that, RJ, who are you playing tonight?
Hey everybody, I'm RJ here on the channel, and I'll be playing Bartholomew. Hold on, this thing's too fucking uncomfortable. We'll be playing Bartholomew, from Barovia, human ranger blood hunter. He's also a werewolf.
Hi, I'm LBHackEmUp, and I'll be playing Gwen, the halfling barbarian fighter.
Hi, I'm Connor. I play Arjhan, the Dragonborn Blood Hunter Cleric. I forgot to say HOY!
And I'm Wings, and I'm going to be playing Maybell, the tiefling druid.
And I am the Indoor Adventurer, and tonight I am going to be playing a young Vistani fortune teller named Arabelle. She's 9. Greybeard, take us away.
Alright, I'm Greybeard of Greybeard's Tavern, and tonight I will be the Dungeon Master for, hopefully, a bit of creepiness. We had talked and we decided that we wanted to be outside of our normal realms and whatnot, so that things could, change, not change, be weird, and not throw off any campaigns. So we'll see what happens. You want to jump right in? We good?
Right. Yes. So, because this is Monday, so it's 4 keeps as to what's been happening. Last time on the 4 keeps, the party members made their way from Greenreach and continued deeper into the center towards this very large, foreboding-looking tree. Upon arrival, the mists and the fog was thick within the air around this rather large tree that would reveal himself to be named Soul. It was at this time that green moss covering a lot of roots that were along the ground ended up splitting open, creating these portals and holes within the ground itself that every member of the 4 keeps then fell through, finding themselves in darkness. And that is where I shall hand it over to GB to continue the story.
At the same time, then, over in Barovia, because we've got peeps from both, right?
This is true.
That's true.
Go
When
ahead
we
and say
left
where
off
they
in
were at.
when we left off in Barovia, everyone in a werewolf pack was pitching their heads back and howling, joined by the one half-elf Mongol folk, quote unquote. A bunch of wolves were howling, and then there was also Kefris, who was just screaming, trying to be included. And I'm going to say that the mists of Barovia suddenly become very thick, and everybody loses track of whoever's next to them for a brief moment.
Perfect. Perfect. And as these mists envelop each of you, your sight, you can't even see your hands in front of your face. The next thing you know, you find yourself awakening, rubbing your eyes, whatever each individual would be doing to awaken. So let's start with Arabelle. Arabelle, you have a little yawn, and you look up, and there's this huge fiery ball in the sky. Massive. I don't think you've ever seen anything like this before. The sky isn't gray. The grass is like green. There's colors everywhere. The colors are so bright, and your eyes hurt from this glaring fireball that's consuming this blue sky. The sky's never blue. What do you do? Around you, you see a dragonine dragons are fairy tales. You've never seen one in Barovia. You've probably seen drawings of them, maybe. There's also a human in I think greens and browns cloak, a woman with horns. Oh, you know Maybell. You know Speedy too. So you know Speedy. There seems to be a very small human, like shorter than you, and she blonde hair, side of her head shaved. Is that Gwen currently? Okay, and she's got axes and what do you do, Arabelle?
She's going to rush over to Speedy and just start shaking him and say, Druid, wake up. Druid, wake up.
Speedy,
like slap his face a little bit.
You awake with the little 9-year-old slapping your face.
He sits bolt upright and goes,
that's when you notice your eyes hurt. Oh my God, what is happening? What's going on? And you too notice this fiery ball in the sky, and a blue sky, and green everywhere.
just takes Arabelle's shoulders. Arabelle, you have to tell me, did we die?
I think we're dead, Druid.
We're dead.
It's either
Turns
that,
to Maybell.
It's either that or it sounds like those weird Dale lands that the siblings are always talking about.
No, that's a fantasy. We're definitely dead.
We're super dead.
We're so dead.
I'm gonna read the cards about it and just start.
I'm gonna walk over to Maybell and just start like tapping her face gently.
Maybell, you awake.
Oh, Miss Selmy, where are you? Oh, gods!
Miss
Oh,
Sylvia's-
gods and hells! I can't feel Miss Selmy!
She's nowhere to be seen.
This is in direct opposition to our contract. This is not good.
I don't know how to tell you this, Maybell, but I think we died.
And you too, Maybell, notice that there's a fiery hell ball in the sky, and you don't. The lands are not on fire, and this isn't hell. You're definitely not in the hells. That's when a bizarre, brightly colored orange and black moth floats right past your face, Maybell. You've never seen a moth this beautiful before.
Oh my. Oh God, I'm not coriander. I can do this. Oh, Miss Silmy. Oh dear. Oh, what a beautiful moth.
And
Oh, Mr. Speedy, where are we?
I don't know. The last thing I remember was howling, and now we're here.
the two of you see this small. Has anyone seen a halfling in Barovia?
Adventurers, maybe?
I mean, if they did,
Maybe.
they died very soon after.
Yeah, so you see this very small person who looks like a full-sized person with big axes and half her head shaved, big blonde hair. And you also see this dragon monster. This Maybell, you've seen things like this in the Hells. This is obviously some kind of black-skinned demon with tattoos and wings, and it's huge.
Oh, Mr. Speedy, that there's an Abishai. He might be able to explain what's going on over here.
All right, I think you should talk with him, and I'll wake up this one.
She'll hop over and kind of nudge his shoulder a little bit and say, "Excuse me there. Excuse me, sir."
And Arjhan, you awake with a tiefling in a maid's dress, touching your shoulder.
Sorry, who are you?
Oh, hello there. I am Maybell.
Where the hell is this?
Oh,
Arjhan.
not the Hells, for sure.
Arjhan, you see dark skies. Everything's gray. It's a wasteland. It's a horror. It's a nightmare. This obviously could be some kind of weird limbo hell. There's strange fog. The moths are huge. This moth that's flying by, it's all blaze white, and it's fluttering on the wind. And like I said, there's almost no plant life. The trees are all gnarled and claw-like.
I'm sorry, what?
I just have to say, it's such a relief to find another devil out here. I was wondering,
I'm sorry, what?
another devil?
I don't think I'm quite there yet.
I'm not sure if I understand, but I was wondering.
I'm draconian. I'm not a devil.
Oh, do I know what a draconian is?
Probably not. Maybe a dragonborn, but the draconian? Yeah, that's a different world. Let's hold right there, because at the same time, Speedy was
Slowly slapping Gwen awake.
Ha! Gwen jumps up and she grabs her axe. What the fuck? Oh, Jesus.
And before you see Speedy. Speedy, what do you look like?
He is a human. He has tan skin, medium length black hair. He's currently wearing a trench coat, vest, white shirt, newsboy cap, slacks, and boots.
Gods, man, you need to see some sunlight. You look like you're blue.
Gwen, you notice that you're in a bleak landscape with twisted, gnarled trees and, sort of, no, you can't see where the sun is at all.
Where are we, dude? Who the fuck are you? Where are my friends?
Gwen.
Oh, hey, Arjhan.
Real quick, for those characters from Tuesday night, give a quick description in case somebody's on the show who's never watched Curse of Strahd. So go ahead, Maybell.
Standing next to Arjhan is a average height young lady with paper white skin, one horn coming out of the right side of her head. I think it's the right side. And she's got black scleras with red eyes. She generally looks very frightening, but she has a very placating smile on her face, and her hair is like, oh, I think she wears pigtails. Yeah, she's got hair and pigtails, which is likewise paper white, and she's wearing a maid's costume.
Arabelle?
Arabelle is 9 years old, so she's like 4-ish feet, getting to like, a little bit taller. She's a tad gangly for her age, but that's fine. It's probably because she doesn't get a whole lot of food in Barovia. Currently, she is doing a card reading to find out more about these newish individuals. She is wearing like lighter purple garb. She, as well as just like beyond pale, has never seen the sun in her entire life. And then just thick black hair that is tinged a little reddish. Just in this sunlight, you can see it has red in it, but other than that, it has never been shown as such before. And she is doing a card reading towards Arjhan, looks down, looks up, miser, and then goes back to shuffling the Taroka deck.
Okay, so Gwen, you're like, hey Arjhan, and do you respond, Arjhan?
Where's Cori? Where's Caelum?
I don't know, dude. I just woke up. Where the fuck are we?
I don't know. It doesn't look like this place has seen sunlight ever.
Is that a child?
That is
Are
a
there
child.
children here?
Hold on. Points up at the sky. What do you mean? There's a lot of sunlight here.
Yeah, this is the worst.
This actually kind of burns. Puts up head.
Arjhan, you're seeing dark skies too, right?
Yeah, I think this is the Shadowfell.
Oh, shit. That's bad, right?
Maybelle's
kinda
going
bad.
to materialize behind Speedy and pop open a little parasol for him.
Thank you.
Oh, of course.
Arabelle will shuffle over and also stand in the shade.
Oh,
That's
fucking
Arabella.
sweet, a tiefling. What's
The
up,
goths
dude?
stand under an
Yeah.
umbrella. Oh, I'm afraid I'm not a tiefling. I'm a devil. I'm not supposed to be lying. For some
What?
reason.
Cool. Like a good devil, or like, should we kill you, devil?
No,
I would prefer you didn't.
slowly
Oh.
putting hands on short swords.
All right, why are we here? What's going on? Wait, is this another Santor thing? Gwen starts looking around.
I don't.
There is no snow.
Is that?
What the fuck's a centaur?
The dude who goes around and delivers. Wait, okay, let's start over. Hi, my name's Gwen. I am from. I forgot.
Alira? Is it
I'm like
Alira?
Barovia, Faerun. Nope.
That's the most
Where?
on-brand description for Gwen, though.
Where am I from? The moon?
I'm from the Tread Thunder clan on the. What's our world called?
Your continent
Lyra.
is Illyra.
Illyra. From Illyra, the continent of Illyra.
I'm afraid we've never heard of that.
Figures. This happened last time, Arjhan. Where are you guys from?
Bartholomew. I'm from a village called Valaki in Barovia.
We call him Speedy sometimes.
Is he like really fast?
I suppose he is. I don't remember most things.
You can call me Ari, and I'm what's known as a Vistani. And
You
she
have
like
any cool powers?
she like looks at you like, does that
Oh.
word mean something bad to you?
Like Gwen just like blank face, like
I can do some stuff.
sweet.
And she looks at you again and just, how old are you?
Well, that is a very personal question.
You never
I'm-
ask a lady her age.
That's all right. I'm 33.
She just kind of like looks you up and down to gauge the size and just see a look of worry on her face. Like, am I going to stay this size forever?
Wait. Have you seen a halfling before?
A what?
A halfling.
I've seen half of people.
Lots of times, yeah.
Yeah.
I am a race that is described as, we're called halflings. We're like half the size of humans. We age really slowly. We're really fast and really
Okay.
strong, all of us.
Not a halfling.
No, not a halfling. Arjhan?
No, I'm a draconian. So it's sort of. I'm mostly a dragon.
A what?
Dragon.
Fire breathing, wings.
Yeah, they haven't been on the world for a while, so.
Oh, there's the one on the Isle of Rask. His name is Rask.
Right, but he's fucking.
I tried
off
to
doing
fuck him.
Who knows what? Wait, what?
This 9-year-old
We've been
gives
over
you a
this.
very worried
Oh shit!
stare.
Sorry,
I'm just gonna
children.
cover-
Oh god.
I cover Arabelle's ears. I'm like,
We love you, Gwen. I seem to have not seen a card drawn for our little friend yet.
Oh, it's warrior.
Warrior. Okay. All right.
Mhm.
Okay. So you're all understand that something's going on, and
Yeah, can I make a perception check? Like,
Did
what
you
else
guys
is
die?
I don't think so. We got dragged into a big old tree.
I don't
Go
know.
ahead,
You
go ahead.
Very well may have killed us.
pretty
Yeah, but
sure
we
that-
wouldn't have gone to the same place, Arjhan.
Yeah, you're right.
21.
21. The edges of the colors and stuff, the sun is like I said, now that you're kind of in the shade, the edge of the colors and things are with a over 20 perception, you're kind of seeing something's not right. Something's insubstantial to your surroundings. It's not aggravated, but accelerated by their description of Barovia to you, basically.
Do I catch any peculiar scents with that 21?
You, interestingly, don't smell anything other than the people around you.
Bartholomew like squints his eyes a little bit at like a spot and goes, it's kind of like staring at a fire, like just above it. You know how it warps the image slightly?
You mean
There's
like a
something here.
oh, is this a mystery? Are we supposed to be doing something?
I'm hopefully finding our friends.
Yeah, that's important to us. By the way, are we like cool? You guys aren't gonna try and kill us, right?
Not unless you try to kill us.
Well, you
Cool.
Sure, that would violate my contract.
Contract? Are you a lady of the night?
She's a
No,
devil.
of course not. Oh no.
Well, what contract? I don't understand.
I'm sorry. I'm a devil. I first class helper devil.
Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Can we get a devil?
I sort of have one, but I think it's on a slightly different set of circumstances.
Okay, so as you're kind of now just sort of standing there looking at each other, the landscape is getting a little extra wiggly, speedy, and anybody who has a perception of like say 13 or higher, passive perception. Okay. All right. You guys see that the terrain is starting to shift and warble a bit. as you're standing there, and it starts to kind of break down, and now everybody kind of sees that the terrain around them, where all the bright colors were, they start to fade out to like a sackcloth sort of tan color, and so the colors become bleachy and bleached out. Those of you who were seeing Barovia, the everything starts to brighten a bit, and as it brightens, it's turning into this like burlappy sackcloth type color, and then as it starts to break down around you, the size of the place seems to be getting smaller. And what do you do?
Break it. What the fuck?
That's not good.
Gwen, do you remember whenever you were telling me about the about Dindar's nightmare realm?
Oh shit.
So
Yeah?
so it was like this.
I mean, yeah, everything was all fucky.
I may have died.
What?
I may have died.
When? Just now, or like when we were in the thing?
Maybe Dindar might be doing something.
All right.
Well,
let's fuck him up.
If there's a central point where it's like sort of cinching up, I'm gonna just start shepherding everyone there, just so that we don't get caught in this.
You are at the apex of it. Like the sun sort of faded and then warbled out, and then you could kind of tell, oh, this isn't a planet worth of sight. You can only see like you're in a room, like a large cave or something, except everything is tan, including the ground.
Arjhan, shoot the wall.
I shoot the wall.
Okay. It goes up. It goes through what would be the wall. And Speedy and Arjhan, you don't have a 15 or higher passive perception, do you?
16.
Okay. Yeah. You don't hear the crossbow bolt land.
All right, well, fuck it. Gwen's gonna start running at it.
Okay.
And when she gets to it, she's gonna try and touch it.
Okay. Gwen goes straight through it.
Ah, fuck.
Oh, dear.
I mean, heck.
I've heard swearing before. It's okay.
Blood comes out of his nose.
Where's can they hear me? Can I still hear them?
Nobody said anything. Oh, he
Hey!
said, "Oh fuck."
Yeah.
No, you didn't hear that.
Hey!
You turn around and it's fog like stuck to you. You could feel it. It's moist, maybe.
I made a mistake.
You can't see anything.
If Arjhan is bolting, then I'm gonna grab Arabelle, fireman carry her, grab Mabel by the hand, and follow them.
Okay, Arjhan, what are you guys doing?
I'm blue skidooing through the wall.
Okay. All right. Okay. Arjhan, you head right where Gwen was. You go through. Same thing. This moist fog-like substance is around you. It's light. It's that sackcloth bright color, but it's so thick that you can't, I mean, even when you put your fingers in your eyes, you can't see your fingers. Speedy, when you as you are heading for the wall, you notice the space itself is starting to collapse around you, and you guys hit the wall, and same thing. You feel this dampness, this sackcloth fog cover you.
Arjhan!
Why is it so wet?
I made a mistake! I can't do magic. I don't know what this shit is. I tried to attack it.
All right. Give me an attack roll.
Okay. 24.
Nice. So, is this your runt axe?
Yes, it is.
All right. you wing the runt axe around, and it cuts a line in this, and the sackcloth fog swoofs away like a sail that's been torn by a gale force wind, and you see your friends there. Well, your new friends and Arjhan are there.
Oh, they're outside of the sack?
Yep. And it is once again the horrible, twisted, gnarled tree land with the giant moth.
Sweet. I'm glad that worked. Sup, bitches? Gonna walk forward. Sorry, little one. I'm not gonna stop cursing. I'm just gonna say it right now, so.
It's a personal choice. I get it.
Does this look like the Barovian woods, or is this like something different than I've ever seen?
So, in reality, you guys aren't there. You're in the fog still. Gwen has entered some kind of new reality where your personage is there, but you are not. You are still actually in the fog. So I'm gonna allow you, when Gwen talks to you and stuff, you can act as if you're with Gwen. So, Speedy, you look around, and
does he still have me on his shoulder?
Yep, and still has Maybell too.
I am going to cast Gust around us to clear away the fog if possible.
Okay. And so you cast Gust, and it whirls away the Barovian fog, the normal looking, more whitish fog, blows away.
I can move through this fog if I want to. I'm a Vistani.
Don't push your luck.
It's all I have.
Bless.
So do I see them come out, or am I still with the...
No, you sliced the thing and you're with them, but I'm gonna tell you guys right now, there's two different realities going. So we're in Gwen's reality currently.
Okay.
So continue to be you.
All right, cool. So like, are we just like, I mean, there's nothing for me to punch. I don't really know what to do.
I mean, you found us. Keep punching the fog.
You did great,
And
warrior.
so around you is Barovia at this point.
Yeah.
So there's no more real fog. It's Barovian white misty fog now.
When I look back, do I see where I came from, or is it just all the same?
No, it billowed away.
Yeah.
And for you guys in this reality, it did the same thing. It sailclothed and warped around you and just sort of imploded into itself.
So in Gwen's reality, she's just gonna wait for someone to tell her what to do, because that's what she does.
This is magic shit.
Yeah. They seem to know what's going on. I got out of my thing. I'm good.
Listen, if we can find the main road, then we can head back to Vallaki and figure things out there.
All right, give me a perception check.
15.
All right, you're pretty sure that way will get you to a main road.
Cool. I'll lead Gwen to the main road.
All right.
Solid. Gwen will keep an eye out on the mist, because the mist is fucking with shit.
All right.
Mr. Speedy, I'm supposed to be watching Mr. Ismark.
Fuck.
Who?
Don't worry. There was a vampire spawn with us, and he was kind of dry for a while, and she was supposed to be watching him, and now we are not there.
What's a vampire?
Oh, you're not gonna like it here at all.
Oh.
Can I punch it?
You can certainly try.
What? So I'm guessing the undead presence is pretty bad here.
Arabelle just starts nervously laughing.
Phoebe starts nervously laughing.
Maybell also nervously laughs and just kind of looks down at her hand and then puts it behind her back.
I will follow them to the road.
Arjhan's gonna light his crossbow and just be like, "Everybody, stay close."
Mm-hmm.
All right. As you're wandering forward through the gnarled trees and the fog, Speedy, you indeed do. Now you're smelling things. Yep. That's swamp. This is Barovian fog, and that's crinkled, dried, rotting leaves, and so you feel that your perceptions are good and on at this point. You feel like you're getting to where you need to be. Arabelle, what would be lurking in the woods watching you?
Wolves, scarecrows. They seem pretty on brand given the fact that we had to cut through some burlap to get here.
Okay.
There's saber-toothed tiger.
I sent her back to the cave.
That don't mean shit.
So Gwen, as you're stomp footing your way forward, in the fog, you see some shapes. Probably 3 or 4 of them, kind of humanoid.
All right, you guys can fight, right?
Pulls out short sword, flips it. It sparkles with electricity.
Sexy. All right, let's do this shit. Yes.
I'm not really supposed to.
Well, your master's not here, so time to buck up or shut up.
Maybell, if you want to see Silmi again, you should probably fight.
She gets a strange to discern look on her face, and it's a mixture of fear and determination.
Aw,
All right.
a baby girl.
I know, it's so beautiful. So gray, darkish shapes off in the fog.
Yeah, already ready an attack for when they show them shows. Show them shows.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. I don't know what character I am, so I don't remember what my things are. Perception, it says that is a 19.
Oh, yeah, you see a move. These things are moving around in the fog. They're ducking behind trees.
Yeah.
And you don't think they're gonna just step out on you.
Well, then they're not. I mean, I'm not a ranged fighter, so I'm not gonna. I'm gonna wait until they pop out.
Okay.
Because I'm not gonna stray from the group, and I'm not gonna.
All right. Well, time starts to pass, and you're all starting to see these like gray shapes in the fog moving around you.
If Arjhan sees it, he's gonna try to pop one.
Go for it.
1 attack or 2?
Should be able to get 2, right? You're of a level.
Yeah. Does a... I was asking because we weren't in initiative. Does a 25 hit?
Oh yeah. And you said it was on fire?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Wait. That was the wrong die.
Okay. No
Sorry,
biggie.
it's been a hot second.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's right. All right. 13 points of piercing, 2 points of fire.
All right. So you see this gray shape, the bolt flies through the fog, and it whack hits this thing, and it nearly blows through it. You see it stumbles backwards, and then you see the fire in the fog. Its head seems to be aflame, and you see the fire just start running off into the trees.
Second shot. Natural 1.
Oh, okay.
How far is this figure?
Probably 30, 40 feet.
I'm going to use the fire as a guide and just boom towards it, short sword out.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You parkour off a tree, a lumpy, rotten old tree branch, and fling yourself at this thing in the fog. As you close in, it is indeed a scarecrow, and it's wearing like burlap, but it's got like a pumpkin's head.
11 plus 17.
To hit.
Yes.
Yep, you hit.
8 points of slashing, 2 points of lightning damage. Or piercing,
Excellent.
sorry.
All right. How do you dispatch this pumpkin-headed scarecrow?
There's probably like a tree that he can like wall kick off of, sails over and decapitates it.
All right. And as the pumpkin head spins through the air, it looks at you and it's like disappointed or angry, and then it hits the ground and it bursts apart and just becomes nothing. Like the fire that was on it is jets out in all directions and snuffs. So it's just a dark, broken pumpkin face, kind of jagged, broken pumpkin face laying there. The body itself just kind of comes apart in bits and bobs. The sticks that are its arms and legs fall to the side, and the straw in the bag part of it just sort of and flops to the ground.
Just gonna grab. Does it have like like the flannel shirt like Harold?
No, it was a bag.
Telling
It's a bag, like a burlap bag, like a miller's bag.
Just gonna grab the miller's bag, run back to the group using Arjhan's like crossbow fire as a guide.
Okay.
Scarecrows.
Okay. As you turn around, the fog is really thick, but you manage to see the burning ember of the crossbow bolt or the crossbow, and make your way back. Whilst he ran off, Arabelle, anything?
Oh, he is speedy.
Arabelle's gonna turn towards Arjhan and Gwen. All right, so there are a few things that you guys need to know about being new to Barovia. 1, there is a vampire. It is a lady. Her name is Strahd. She's really big and scary. Would not recommend pissing her off, but there are already some outsiders doing it, so maybe if you guys like work together, it really wouldn't be so bad. 2, this is a bad time. You are not in a good place right now. This is not a fun place. This is not a happy time. People die a lot. And that's really it. Just, there is a big old vampire. Do not mess with her. If you see her, have a group or run away. The running probably won't be the best, but also there's an old hag named Baba Lasaga. I stole her hut. If she asks, I didn't.
But
You guys know what hags are. At least
Yeah.
that you have in common.
Yeah.
Yes. Warrior.
Is the vampire lady hot?
This 9-year-old looks at you and just shrugs.
She looks to Maybell.
Oh, I wouldn't know. Actually, this is the first time I've heard this too.
Salad.
It actually probably isn't. I just forgot.
Are you okay? Did someone hit you on the head?
A little bit, sort of. Not quite. I died.
And Speedy, you caught most of this conversation as you were making your way back through the fog.
Cool.
And
There's scarecrows?
lots of them.
Scarecrows.
All right, cool. So, like, what are they gonna do? Smack us with straw?
Oh, they'll eat you.
Strangulation.
How?
Probably strangle you and then eat you.
Yeah, they can try.
Some of them have like little nooses because they're very morbid.
Gross.
You're right. This is not a happy place.
Nope. Welcome to
You
Barovia.
shouldn't have come here. Just
Yeah, I don't
keeps
think we had a
laughing and
choice.
shaking her head.
All right, well, let's go do this shit. We'll kill the vampire, get the fuck out of here, and what? I don't know, dinner?
Yeah. Easy enough to take care of in an afternoon, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep. Sure is.
I like these ones. They have hope, just like Bellevue and Malaresca did before.
Followed a healthy dose of cynicism.
Yeah.
As you start trudging back off towards the road again, you notice that the ever-present pumpkinhead type scarecrows are there in the fog.
Yeah.
They just kind of are watching you, maybe.
Cool.
Do they normally not attack?
Sometimes.
Cool.
What
Well, let's just
happened?
keep an eye on them. I don't want to waste shit, you know?
Also, if you didn't know, Arabelle, you didn't tell them, but the 3 Strad's always watching.
Oh yeah, that too.
Who's Strahd?
The hot vampire chick who rules over Barovia.
Sexy.
She's very terrifying.
She's single?
She has someone she's going after. Pursues more like. Relentlessly.
I like a girl who's got a mission. Okay.
She's killed people.
I've killed people. Yes, Arjhan?
They have so much in common.
They do. Do you think we can set her up with this one? Leave her, get her out of the... Oh wait, you don't remember. Fuck.
Yes, Arjhan?
Can you not go after undead?
All right,
Like,
okay.
can that be the one thing?
Wait, is a vampire undead? I thought it was like a communicable disease or something.
No, they're dead.
They
They're
have
dead.
to die.
Vampirism is death.
Oh well, shit. All right.
So unless you're like a
Fine.
necrophiliac, and
Ugh.
do you?
No, there was that one time, but that was an accident.
What?
What?
I mean, they were dead afterwards, not during.
What?
Arabelle covers
What?
her own ears.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Well, it was for Gwen, but the other guy,
Huh.
Mr. Speedy,
Anyways.
I'm very sorry to interrupt, but can I talk to you for just a second?
Wait, who?
Mr. Speedy. She
So?
kind of takes him off to the side and like looks over at the others and then like pops open that parasol and then like, you know, makes a little makeshift wall. So this place, Barovia, you call it.
Mhm.
Miss Sylvie is supposed to be here still, right?
Correct.
I don't sense her at all. So either she's not here or we're not where we think we are.
Great. That's
with that, Arjhan, sackcloth, fog, tan, bleh, around you.
Yeah, are our health tracks the same between realities?
Yep. Unless you were wounded, because you started fresh here.
Oh, okay.
Thank
Wherever you were, you are fresh here. Do note it down so when you go back, you may be there, depending on what your DM decides.
Oh, that's fine.
Well,
I'll
I
just put
didn't.
myself away.
Okay.
So Arjhan here is going to also light his crossbow. So that's
Okay.
another 8 points for me.
Okay. This reality, you're fresh, if you want to note that. So you are in a Gwen reality, and you are here now in Arjhan's reality. Sorry, D&D Beyond will not be able to handle this. My apologies.
But my overlay!
Napkin.
Pen.
Sorry, guys.
This is a
Written
paperless
utensils like a barbarian?
What?
What?
Hi.
I'm sure I'm glad I'll never have to look at this character sheet again.
God, can you not do that? So I'm lighting my crossbow and I'm just walking further into the fog because I'm not thinking like Gwen. I'm not going to slash it.
Yep. Okay. As you walk into the fog, are you calling out? Are you?
No, because I'm worried about what else is actually in here.
Nice. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll with advantage. Your blood hunter perception. Yeah, but it's not gonna cost you usage. You know what I mean?
That's not a limited use.
It isn't. Oh, excellent. I always screw the two up, the paladin one and the blood hunter one. So
Perception?
yeah.
Wait, how's perception? That's a 21.
Excellent.
I always forget I'm not proficient in perception.
Okay. So as you're moving through, your crossbow seems to burn a little bit of the fog away, just a little bit, and then you think, muffled, you think you hear maybe that kid saying something.
I'll go toward it.
Okay. As you get close, you notice that Gwen and Maybell and Speedy and Arabelle are standing there, and they have torches lit, and they're like battling the fog, trying to keep it away from themselves. So as you get closer, you suddenly see the torches are on fire, and you're able to get with them.
Oh, good. You found each other.
What's up, my dude?
You go. It's not safe to stray here.
Well, but anyway, we're here
Where
now.
are we?
I don't know. I think it's like sort of like the Shadowfell. That makes sense.
Seems dark and brooding.
Dark,
No.
shadowy, misty,
This
no
isn't
sunlight.
Felly.
This isn't the Shadowfell. This is Barovia.
What's that?
Where you're from?
Yes.
Oh, right. Yes, we know this.
Maybell or Arabelle is going to... Could I use a perception check? Like, if we're surrounded by fog, she's used to the fogs of Barovia. Is there, like, a taste difference? Just like...
Sure. Yeah. Roll a perception check.
That's a 16.
Okay. Yeah, this is, like I said, this fog, when it's touching you, it actually, like, touches you. It feels like some kind of something touching it. like
This
a
isn't
spider
Barovia.
web. Like a spider web or something.
It's like stepping outside in South Louisiana.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, or, yeah, North Carolina in midsummer.
This isn't Barovia.
So it is the Shadowfell.
The what?
Shadowfell.
Like-
The fell plane of shadows.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of the Feywild.
The what? What's a Feywild?
It's a wild where the Fae live.
Come on, this is like elementary school shit. All right, you got
What's an
your-
elementary school?
So you got the mortal world, and then you got the Feywild, and you got the Shadowfell that's kind of attached to it, but they're like there's a barrier between them, and then on the outside of that are like the planes of elements and shit.
Do you mean like the plane of the Morning Lord and then the play of Mother Night?
Yes.
I'm not familiar with those.
Well, regardless of where we are, we could probably leave if it isn't Barovia.
If this is some fucking bullshit with the Gengar, then we can just manipulate the world around us to do what we want. I want bitches!
All right, Gwen, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Why do you want so many female dogs?
Children. I rolled a 16.
All right. You hear bells? The little bells, maybe? And castanets?
Oh my god.
Oh lord.
So bells and castanets are sounding around you,
I think we are
And-
dead.
closing in.
If we
And
weren't dead, then wouldn't we hear screaming?
you hear a melodic voice
Oh.
singing out, a female voice. Give me a second wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
The rest of you hear this, all of this.
15.
15. Okay. Yeah, and so it's moving in maybe 10 or 15 feet out in the fog, coming from all directions.
Dude, fucking great. See? I am the God Slayer. I mean, that's not true. I'm the Dream Weaver. Oh my god. Arjhan, I'm the Dream Weaver.
Arjhan is panicked, like going back and forth.
drawing a
with
short
crossbow.
sword. It lights with electricity.
Guys, it's fine. It's just a bunch of chicks.
And
mean,
so
If we are in the hills, this could be a succubus situation.
Oh my god.
A what?
I'm going out, guys. I don't care.
Don't get kissed.
and so
Putting
the
Arabelle behind him.
the forms that are kind of coming through the fog are feminine belly dancer types, and they're making the moves, and they have the veils, and they have different colored skin. Some of them are darker skinned, and some are more pale. Blondes, brunettes, redheads, curly hair. There's probably 10 of them. And they're all either some of them are singing, some are doing the castanets, and some of them are doing belly dance. So they're the little bells on their hips are ringing in time.
How many of them are there?
10.
Tempters! Third level magic.
No!
Third level magic missile, and I'm targeting 5 of them with 1 bolt apiece.
Okay.
My
all right.
creations!
Okay.
As they were approaching, Maybell was blushing bright blue.
Yeah, because it was gossamer thin veil clothing. So go ahead, Arabelle. What's the damage on that?
Okay. So for magic missile, it is 2, then 5, then 3.
Oh, and there's one of these on each?
One of these on 5 of these individuals.
Okay. Oh, okay. Just give me the total on it.
Okay. $17.
All right. And this dancer is blown back into the fog, and you hear her sort of squeak out as she is knocked back into unexistence. You don't see her. Was blown
Dude,
back
what
into
the
fog.
fuck?
That's how Strahd will tempt you.
I made them with my brain!
Did you, or is that what Strahd wants you to think?
I don't know who Strahd is, so I can't tell you her motivations, but I know that was my motivation, because look at him. I mean,
And
you're fucking a kid, but like...
The rest of them were like, they all stopped and are like standing there like, what's
No,
next?
it's fine, ladies. Just come on in. Come on in.
Okay, they kind of stopped the music and the dancing and are just sort of coming towards you, Gwen.
Arabelle
Miss...
looks towards Arjhan. Miser, is she always like this?
Yes, I would like to insight check the belly dancers.
Sure.
Same? Can I give him an advantage with an assistance?
Yes, you may.
I give him a guidance and give him a plus D4.
Yeah.
I need it. I need it bad.
Oh, is this technically a new day for
Sweet,
Arjhan?
sweet guidance.
I still have the 6 up for
Okay.
on my portent. This is an insight check. That's a 18.
Okay. As far as you can tell, they all want to get it on with Gwen.
Is there any ulterior motive, or it's just because she dreamed them up to do that?
Who? With the 18, you don't see a ulterior motive, and you definitely don't know if it's just because she dreamed them up. That part of this reality is like very questionable. Now, do you want to use your blood hunter sense on them at all?
I think it's just for intelligence checks.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. So they all move in and like start forming a cheerleader pyramid-y kind of thing around Gwen. So like she's kind of framed by them, and they, what do you wish of us?
All right, so this is Gengar bullshit, right?
You say to them?
No, I say to Arjhan.
Oh,
I'm ignoring
okay.
them.
Okay.
Maybe.
They start braiding your hair and rubbing your shoulders.
Abby, yeah.
And
Yeah. You want one, Duder?
No.
No, I'd say to Speedy.
I'll pass, thanks.
Lady friend? Shit. All right, cool. They're not real, so it's like does it?
She's engaged.
I am?
Oh no!
I hold her hand and bring it to her face where the ring is.
Oh no!
I believe you and Silmi had a conversation about this.
Not about this!
Congratulations, guild member.
Oh dear.
This is very confusing.
You don't.
If you excuse me, I'm going to go try to turn into an owl.
Right here. Right here. Don't walk into that fog. I swear to God.
You can be anything you want.
I don't know if I can do it with anyone watching.
And the girls take like sashes, and they like 4 or 5 of them unroll the sashes and hold them up around the rest of them. So Gwen, you're now in like a private thing with 4 of these belly dancers.
Gwen starts just like running her hands through the sheets like on the outside so everyone can see her. All right,
Okay.
ladies, just dance for a little bit.
All right, the curtains all drop and they pose like as if it's like part of a show, and they split away and roll around you so you're standing alone, and then they start to dance in the background.
So you just did that with your mind. You just asked for women to show up. And
I have a very strong will, Arjhan. I think you should know this by now.
Can you
I
will
get
the
what I
fog away?
want. What?
Can you will the fog away?
Oh, good idea. Okay. Fog away.
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
It's a 16. I have a 0 in wisdom, by the way. I'm just rolling really well.
All right. So, Gwen, the fog begins to roll away. It's sort of like instead of like in the other reality where Gwen sliced it and it went away like sailcloth, this just kind of it starts to expand like a loaf of bread rising, and it just starts to part away until it gets far enough away to where it becomes opaque, and then eventually it just kind of, I mean, literally like pops almost, and you what's beyond the fog, Gwen?
I guess what she would like what she would picture the rest of Barovia to be, which would be the exact same thing that's going on right here, just forever.
Perfect. Okay. So, before you is the Barovian countryside. Unfortunately, it's starting to get dark. The light that had been there is now fading, and the darkness is coming.
See?
The 3 of you, Arabelle, Speedy, Maybelle, having lost your companions, what do you do?
Well, fuck.
Maybelle's currently going blue in the face, trying to turn into an owl on her own, and it's not working out.
In the 3 of you reality,
The one where we've gust of winded around ourselves.
Okay, so you are trying to turn into an owl. Poof, you're an owl.
Not.
What?
Or am I?
If you could, where you were, you can now.
Here's mechanically.
Yeah. Speaking.
I cannot.
Okay. All right. Then no, you cannot.
She's doing her best.
Actually, give me that wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy. Oh dear. Oh gosh. 11.
11.
Mhm.
Okay. Ooh, no, you can't. Your feathers like shoot out of your arm for a second, but you can't hold them. And you're.
All right, so I don't know where Miser and Warrior went. Do we...
Great.
Look, travelers come through all the time. Right?
I feel bad abandoning them out here. They're not going to survive long.
Where do we look?
I sniff the air. Do I catch any of their scents?
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
19.
Yeah, you do. You can smell the barbarian, and for some reason perfume, which wasn't there before.
No. There might be vampire spawn around them right now.
Arabelle is going to cast Protection from Good and Evil on Speedy.
Okay.
All right. Draws his short sword for the third time. Crackles with electricity. Stay close. Stay close. And he'll take the other two with them towards the scent.
Just always making sure to hold on to each other through the mists.
Okay. All right. So literally like hand to hand to hand.
Oh, yeah.
Like Arbel's holding my tail coat, I guess. The tail of the coat. I was about to say, Selmy. Speedy is holding on to Maybelle's hand, and he has his short sword out in the other hand.
And Maybelle, are you holding on to Arabelle's hand, or?
Yeah, I think that Maybelle would be holding on to both of them, considering she thinks that she can't contribute to a fight.
Okay, excellent. And you're working your way through the fog towards the smell of halfling barbarian and perfume. And as you're going along, you it starts to come back in on you, because can you move the gust with you, Arabelle?
Yeah, it's a cantrip, so I can just keep casting it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, you're keeping the fog at bay, but it's swirling in on you, so it's kind of becoming a vortex where laps and streamers of it are coming in, almost like ghosts, streaking around. It's getting harder to control as you're moving forward.
I can use Gust of Wind in conjunction with Prestidigitation to kind of manipulate that vortex flow to make it more of like a snowplow.
Okay.
Kind of thing. So it wouldn't necessarily, like, I don't need it circling around us. I just need it to be in that like pizza shape.
Kind of a cone in front of you, a reverse cone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spearhead.
I think you can figure it out. You're pushing your magic though. You can feel a bit of a strain on your 9-year-old mana pool, as it were.
Mother Night giveth.
Now back over to reality 1.
That's Gwen with the scarecrows.
Gwen with the scarecrows. I'm
What?
sorry, Connor. It won't be much longer that you're all split up. Trust me. Okay. All right, Gwen. You guys had gotten Speedy had come back with a burlap bag, had told you about the scarecrows, and you had moved through and found a road.
Yeah.
Then you're taking the road what Speedy believes is north.
Solid. I'll keep an eye on the scarecrows just to make sure they don't try and make any moves.
Okay. Occasionally they get a little too close, and you can see the orange of a pumpkin head or a sackcloth with one bad button eye just appear real, like come out of the fog a little bit, and then it sort of jumps and flees into the fog.
Mhm.
As you're getting closer to the village. Maybell, what smell do you smell?
Pastries.
Okay. All right. Either the waft of strudel is fruity strudels is starting to hit your palates and your senses as you're getting closer to the village. And there's a small bridge that goes over a creek, a small stone bridge, and it's starting to get dark. You can see there's a lantern on both ends of the bridge, one lantern, and then you're seeing the most of the shutters seem to be closed, but you're seeing the glow from inside the little houses of the village ahead of you.
Is there like a town guard or something in here?
You don't
Yeah.
see anyone.
This isn't right. It smells
What?
too nice to be Velaki.
So
The
So where is this?
what does the town look like? Does it look perfect, like pristine?
No, it looks like a Barovian town, except a little less fortified.
Does it look not destroyed from the fires of Velaki?
It is not destroyed from the fires, and it's a village, like a hamlet, like maybe a dozen buildings.
This isn't right.
what's wrong about it?
Everything.
It used to be a lot bigger.
Also, it's not destroyed. When we had left it,
Oh yeah, also that
shit
too.
went down.
Okay. I don't know. I'm sort of thinking this might be a nightmare. So if you remember this incorrectly, I don't know.
And Gwen, grumble, your stomach starts growling. Smelling these strudels, and you're thinking a nightmare. I'm not hungry in nightmares. That's a stupid nightmare.
So like what? This is like Gengar shit?
Think so.
Gonna hand her some jerky.
Oh, Sarah, sure. What is it?
Wolf meat.
No. Excuse me?
Oh no!
What
It's
the
a
fuck is wrong with you?
It's a local delicacy.
Oh my, you are disgusting people. How dare you? Gwen like throws it.
We
Sploosh! It hits the little creek, and
Oh.
we have a wolf. It's kind of
Mage hand the jerky back.
I apologize,
wet
but
jerky comes flying through the air.
Maybell or Arabelle just starts biting into it.
I apologize, but here in Barovia, there's an infestation, and they can get a little rowdy.
Oh my god, what if Cybra's here?
That would be bad because my village is known for hunting wolves. Like,
Oh my
that's their
god.
specialty.
Our sweet baby girl. Cybra! Cybra!
Is this confusing to you now?
Are-
She
are
asks Speedy.
Gwen, are you
This is very
calling out?
confusing, yes.
Calling
Yeah.
out Cybra?
Yeah.
Okay. You see a door open in one of the huts, or the hovels, and a lantern shines out, kind of looking around, and then after a second, it goes back in and closes the door.
You're tripping balls, Mr. Kepers.
All right, Arjhan, I don't know what the fuck to do. Last time we fought Gengar, I don't think I don't think I actually killed him. I'm not gonna lie. Okay.
right, but you did drive them back.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah. Totally.
Right.
Sorry, Arjhan, was it?
Yes.
You're very good with the crossbow. Objectively. Subjectively, I don't understand the difference. Can you shoot
Yes.
things well?
I can shoot things. Yes.
All right. I'm going to sneak into the town and see what I can see. Unless you want to come with me. Because being in the town is a lot safer than being out in the wild.
Good idea. Go into town.
Let's all go into town?
Let's all go into town.
Okay. We
Right.
all go into town.
You cross the little stone bridge, and there seems to be these hovels.
Is this like where you live?
This is nothing like where I live.
Did I see the person open the door?
You saw the light and the lantern come out, and then it close.
Would I be able to find that house
Yeah.
and knock on the door?
Sure.
Can I get up on top of one of the houses to see if I could spot like the church?
Go ahead and give me a
Athletics. 17.
Okay. You get up on the roof, and so are you looking specifically for the Valaki church or just a church?
The Valaki church.
Yeah, you don't see it.
Fuck.
And Arjhan, you knock on the door, and the door cracks open, and you see like orange and a triangle and like a little flickering fire behind it. And yes.
I'm lost. I don't know where I am. Do you know what the name of this village is?
Yeah.
And I've got like the crossbow up against the door.
Okay. All right.
Just on the other side where they don't see it.
Okay. Wings. What is a small village in Barovia?
A small one?
Yeah, one of the just teeny ones. Or can I just make it up?
There are like 3 villages in Barovia, and one of them
Perfect.
just got torched.
That's right. Okay, good. I couldn't remember. Yeah, they tell you that it's Vonberg.
Do you know the way to Valaki?
Valaki. Well, you do look like one of the master's servants, so I suppose I should help you as best I can. Valaki. Let me go ask Clemson down the road, if you don't mind.
By all means.
And so he steps out with his lantern, and he's a scarecrow. He's got a big orange pumpkin head, sackcloth body, and sticks. And he closes the door, and you see inside there was another scarecrow with like a rope cinched around her middle section, so it looked like a skirt almost. And again, there was no pumpkin, there was a bag, and the bag had like a set of lips sewn in it, and 2 buttons and some curled yarn. And the pumpkin scarecrow man begins to walk down the street.
Hey, Speedy.
Yes.
Does Vonberg, does that name ring a bell?
He looks down from the roof, sees the scarecrow, tilts his head. No, there's only 3 towns in Barovia.
And none of those towns are populated with a whole bunch of scarecrows that have, wives and children and possibly mortgages.
He starts, he brings the short sword up, like eyeing the scarecrow. Not unless they moved into Barovia very fast. The town, not the village, or not the country.
All right.
Seems like this town, this area needs to figure out their shit before we can help them with anything.
Is Scarecrow Man coming back?
Yeah, you saw him. He went down and he used his little stick hand to knock on another door, and the door, after a very short time, opened. These hovels are pretty small. and you see him, the pumpkin bobbling back and forth on top of its post, and seems to be engaging in conversation. Arabelle, Gwen, what are you guys doing? Maybelle? Squeezed on top of a house.
When no one was looking directly at Arabelle, she cast Arcanist's magic aura on herself to make her appear as a scarecrow.
Oh my god.
So when you guys look back, there's just this tiny little scarecrow, like pumpkin head, black cloak, just covering most of the body, little witch hat resting on top.
Life has been very confusing for Maybelle as of late. So, like, she's trying to figure out whether or not this is strange. She's kind of watching everybody else's reactions to this. And I think she's starting to catch on that this isn't normal.
So Gwen, the little girl, when you look back, is a scarecrow person with a witch hat and a black cloak. Or at least where the little girl person was.
Did I hear a sound? Did you make a magic?
It was
somatic.
It is verbal, somatic, and material. So
okay, cool. So
Form of a scarecrow.
I kind of look back as she's casting the spell, like, what the fuck are you doing? Blending in.
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh god.
Stream broke.
Or disappearing.
I jostled with my leggy, and my camera broke.
Hey, well, that might be the good time to take a break then.
Sure.
Yeah.
The ultimate disguise.
Funnily enough, the stream is fine. We're all the new characters.
Yep.
Oh.
It's a good time. So with that, we are going to try and go into our break. Thank you so much for everybody who decided to stop on by. You're all fantastic. I hope that you're enjoying this spooky crossover session, and we will try and be back in 5 to 10 minutes. So don't go no place unless it is to grab a food, grab a drink, grab a friend, or possibly go to bit.ly/adventure merch. Pick yourself up something nice. As a fair warning, I might have to reboot the stream during this break because Zoom doesn't like it doesn't like when I have a camera going on something else. So we'll figure it out, but stay tuned and we will see you guys shortly. All right, everybody. Bye-bye.
Good night, JD.
Night, JD.
Yeah. Hello, everybody.
Hello, potion seller. I'm going into battle, and I want your strongest potions.
My potions are too strong for you, traveler.
Potion seller, listen to me. I'm telling you, I'm going into battle, and I require your strongest potion.
You can't handle my potions. They're too strong for you.
Potion seller, what do I have to tell you? I want your strongest potion.
Nee.
I would like to say thank you to Geek Unleashed for the raid. This is what it got you.
Hey, do you want to hit those couple subs while we were at it?
Yes, thank you to Nefarious Obituary for the sub. Thank you to who else subbed earlier today? LB did.
Woo!
Do you want to know what happens when people follow or sub on the channel when GB's on though?
You're not going to be able to see, but you'll be able to hear. I take this maul and I hit this guy in the face.
God.
And the candle falls. Oh, there was two. There we go. It's actually an armored helmet on my armor stand back there. So it makes
It's a good time. So, GB, we return. Take us away.
So we have three realities. One is the Gwen reality that had the Gwen reality had the belly dancers.
Belly dancers.
No.
No.
That was
You
our
done
job.
good
That's
yourself.
Arjhan's reality.
Oh
Okay.
god.
Gwen's reality is
Scarecrows.
the Scarecrow Village. They have wandered through the fog to the Scarecrow Village. That's the Gwen reality. The Arjhan reality has belly dancers that Gwen conjured with her mind. And the third party,
The Barovian.
the Barovian party, is snow plowing using gust and prestidigitation through the fog by a 9-year-old girl. Arabelle. Okay, so let us continue with the snowplow. Maybell, what is the most horrifying thing you saw in the hells?
God. It has to be something like dreadfully like red tape and bureaucratic.
You were witness to paperwork being filed and going through different departments. Did you file file 455? No, stand on that line.
You didn't fill out your paperwork, Wazowski.
Yep, exactly.
Essentially, yeah. Let's go ahead and say that it's her trainer, her like basically like the equivalent of like the head nun, who like trains in all of the helper class devils.
Okay.
But it's like, I don't know, what's the thing in the obelisk in Tomb of Annihilation we're not supposed to know about? It's like a pig demon.
Garistro.
Oh, the Garistro.
That one. It's that, but like in a little maid's outfit.
All right.
With like
And-
hair pulled back and really tiny glasses on the bridge.
Yeah, and she has these spines that come out of her shoulders, each shoulders, and you can see that there's a stack of bloody receipts where she's taken papers and stuck them onto these spikes, and you know the palms have you know hundreds of holes and scars on it. And the paperwork is there dragging or standing on it.
Bureaucratic stigmata.
Sorry, it's a Nofeshni, not a Garistro. I always get those mixed up.
Well, who doesn't, you know? Good job. Suddenly this what was her name?
Oh my, it's head matron Gertruda. Gertruda.
Okay.
Gertruda.
Gertruda.
It's a lot of R's for this accent.
Clumps forward, and her hair would wiggle and such in the cone of the gust, but it's so tightly pulled back and clenched back there with like a hose clamp that's obviously got to be painfully pulling on the hair. And as she steps forward, you know it's her. You could see the spines, you could see the paperwork, the blood, her maid outfit. But as she steps into view, it's Silmi's face.
Oh God, no!
What the fuck?
On this pig demon.
Maybell screams.
GB, what the fuck?
like as she saw as she like heard like the hoof beats on the ground and recognized them, she like immediately like pulls off her ring and sticks it in her apron pocket.
Okay.
And then she sees Silmi's face on there and literally screams.
Okay, so she screams. Arabelle, Speedy, this demon thing you have never seen steps out with like drips of blood running off its hands and spines, shoulder spines.
Drops Arabelle's hand, or drops Maybell's hand, kind of scoots Arabelle's hand away from his coat, shoves the short sword in, undoes the front buttons, and then just wolfs out.
Now Maybell is screaming at him.
Okay. Arabelle, Speedy, now that this demon steps forward and has what is Silmi's card?
The wizard.
The wizard. Okay. Has the wizard's face. What do you do?
She puts on the most incredulous look as she's like kind of worried, shuffles, draws a card, and then the incredulous look. And
Okay.
she throws the card up into the air, and as it hovers, it turns around to reveal the charlatan, and she casts Dispel Magic at 3rd level on the image.
No. Okay. On the creature?
Yeah, on the creature.
Okay. Roll me a d20.
I am going to use... That is a 2.
And what does your Dispel Magic usually look like?
My Dispel Magic is usually revealing the Charlatan card and then a wave of, like, deep purple, almost darkish energy kind of washes over the thing that I cast Dispel Magic on as Mother Night retakes that magic for her own.
Okay. So this warbly wave comes out and washes over this creature, and some of the papers fly off the shoulder spines, and it grimaces, but again it grimaces with Silmi's face, and it begins to, what are you doing?
That's not good.
I don't like that at all.
Now
Abel's-
we'll have to refile that, and stomps forward with one hoof.
Head Matron Gertruda, you're not supposed to be here.
Yes, either are you. Now gather those papers. And takes another step forward towards Arabelle.
Yes, Miss Silmi. I mean Gertruda. I mean, oh my! And she's
Maybell-
going to, in a panic, accidentally cast Create Bonfire on her.
Okay. On Gertruda.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And dexterity saving throw on that, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, you're gonna make me get out dice.
Playing spellcasters.
All right. Bone circle. And
Ooh, that's spooky.
That's a lot of dice. I don't like. Not likey.
I've got black dice for black deeds.
Oh dear.
Let's see if I have.
Dirty deeds.
Nope, I don't.
Done dirt cheap.
Okay. Saving throw, black dice. Nat 20.
Oh my!
See the flames lick at the papers of her shoulders and on her dress and her maid uniform, and she steps forward, and as she does, the fire comes up and wreaths her head so that it's now she's got this pulled back, cinched back, silmy face, fiery hair going on, and she says, I said pick those up.
You can see like the flames reflecting in her eyes. They're like filled with tears. She's gonna like start crawling around trying to pick up the papers.
Does this creature smell like Silmi?
Give me a perception check.
Advantage because it's a nose.
In the meantime, I'm gonna fire off 2 Eldritch Blasts and a crossbow shot at this person.
24.
24.
Wait, I thought that Arjhan was not part of this small
Yeah,
reality.
you're not in this reality, Arjhan.
This is
this
the
is
third
the-
I
one.
thought we were all in each reality.
Not
No,
yet.
not yet.
Okay.
Gwen and Arjhan are still missing from this reality.
Okay.
From
Disappeared
the
into the
Barovians.
fog.
From the Barovians. So Speedy, what were you doing? Smell?
Yeah, see if it is actually Silmi.
No, it smells like some pig demon.
Oh, I'm gonna just. He grabs Maybell by the arm before she can get to the ground. That's not who contracted you. Puts her behind him, charges forward, claws light with electricity.
All right, go for it.
Cool. Does a 19 hit?
Yes,
Oh, and also
exactly what you needed.
Oh, fuck! Really?
Mhm.
It's a D10. Fuck. 12. 15 points of slashing damage, 4 points of electricity or lightning
Okay.
on the first attack.
Yep. And second attack?
No, I used my bonus action to light my claws.
Okay. All right. What level are you?
I'm level 7, but I'm split between 2 classes.
So you never hit 5th in either one of those.
I never hit 5th in either one. No.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you rip into her with your wolf-like claw, and as you do, the fire from her hair weaves down like it's dampening. The bonfire type fire dampens and comes out of where you clawed. Make a dexterity saving throw.
This is a spell.
Yes,
Cool.
a spell effect anyway.
Ow. Lame. Okay.
You still, if you get advantage or anything on a spell, then go for it.
Okay. Is it just hitting me? Ooh, hey. Natural 20.
Yes. Natty 20. All right.
Yeah.
You werewolf, you fling yourself backwards before it can scorch your fur. Arabelle?
Okay, well, this isn't going nearly as well as I thought that it would, thankfully. As long as it's been within 10 minutes, Speedy still has protection from good and evil up on him.
Excellent. Okay.
Or no.
Sorry.
That was when we were in Scarecrow Town.
That's in
Yep.
Scarecrow Town.
Okay.
That's in Scarecrow. Sorry, guys. I knew this was going to be like this, but I love it. Okay.
So instead, I am going to... nope, not that one. I am going to cast a first level guiding bolt.
Excellent. Ooh, good call. Go for it.
And let's... okay. Nope, that's an 11.
Oh, all right.
Goes wide.
Yep. The orbital bombardment that is usually guiding bolt strikes untrue. Or how does Arabelle's guiding bolt look?
Guiding bolt is she reveals the executioner from her deck of cards, and then a bolt of that same purple dark kind of auraed magic shoots out from the card.
Just as you do that, the Silmy pig demon leans down and grabs a handful of papers, and the bolt goes over it, and it spikes the papers onto its shoulder spine, and then starts charging straight for Speedy. But as it does that, it looks, and it's Silmy-like pig eyes squint through its glasses, and it says, "Where's your ring, Maybelle?"
What ring?
"We are betrothed."
Okay.
Betrothed.
This is really confusing. I don't know who you're supposed to be right now.
And as she does that, she swings at you and at Speedy. Yeah, does a 22 hit, Maybelle?
Oh, of course it does.
All right,
That doubles my AC.
give me a strength saving throw.
Oh, I'm great at those. Yeah. Okay, so that's a 7 on the die, so that means I got a 6.
Okay. You are knocked prone by its arm, and as you are prone, it's gonna bring a hoof down on you. Speedy, does a 15 hit Speedy in werewolf form?
Just hits.
Just hits. All right. Give me a strength saving throw or an athletics check, either one.
Same thing. 15.
15. All right. Bam! It hits you with its arm, but you're all hulked out, and so it hits you, but you manage to put your paws up in time and kind of shove it over your head, so it doesn't knock you flat. Maybelle, an 11 hits you.
Yep.
All right, so the hoof comes down and stomps into Maybelle's chest. Maybelle, you feel your chest caving in, and you disappear. And Maybell's gone. Speedy, Arabelle, what do you do?
Going whole hog on this one.
Oh no.
Nice pun.
Oh no.
He casts Zephyr Strike on himself.
All right.
This attack's made at advantage. Fuck. Got a d20. Does a 25?
Yes.
Oh, butts. 6. 13, 16 points of slashing damage and 3 points of lightning.
All right. So you rake down her, and it's electrocuting as it goes, and she reels backwards, and Arabelle.
Arabelle says, I'm not running this time. And she is going to cast blindness at 2nd level on this creature, so I need it to make a Constitution save.
It is stricken blind. And it's my eyes. How will I ever see Maybell again?
Don't like that.
I don't know what that name means. Is she referring to guild member?
And she starts to kind of like whirl about, thrashing and slashing. What do you guys do?
Second verse, same as the first, so put me on a plane so I could put him in a hearse. First attack. Doesn't 22, right?
Correct. Hits. 19 is the armor class you're shooting for.
Nice. 4 points of slashing damage, 3 points of lightning.
Okay.
Second attack using my bonus action. It's blinded, right? Does that give me advantage or does it have disadvantage?
It has disadvantage, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Ooh. Hey. That's 19 straight.
Okay.
9 points of slashing, another 2 points of lightning damage.
Excellent. Okay. You're ripping into it. The fire is almost out on its head, but gouts come out, and I need you to make a dex saving throw. 2 of them, please.
One is a 21 and the other is a 9.
All right. The gouts of flame hit you, and you're starting to burn. You have caught fire at this point. Arabelle, you see Speedy's now on fire, and the demon thing is thrashing around, but its open wounds are shooting flames from them.
I will... Speedy, do you look super hurt?
Ow.
Okay, cool. I am going to... Guiding Bolt at 1st level again.
All right.
Let's see if it works. That is a 24.
Excellent. You hit.
Yes. So then, holy shit. I deal 17 points of radiant damage.
Excellent.
And now next hit against it has advantage.
Yep. So the guiding, the purple bolt hits, and it really like tears away a lot of its accoutrement and flesh. The radiant damage seems to hurt it horribly. Like some of its mass is gone, and its clothing doesn't quite fit right. It's just kind of hanging there. And the Silmy face says, I thought you were such a sweet child. Why would you do this to me?
Don't like that.
Because you're not real.
Okay, cool. All right. Its turn. It's slashing blindly with disadvantage. Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's 20.
Okay. Yeah, but The other dice is an 18, so
Ooh,
Still
bad.
hits.
Yeah.
yeah. So it rails you. Well, it obviously hits you with one of its arms. Go ahead and give me that dexterity saving throw again.
18.
Oh, nice. You werewolf out from underneath it. But it or you don't get knocked prone, but you still get thumped. 13 and 8 is 21? 22?
21.
No, 21. 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
Reduce to half, which is calculator. 10. Cool.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Our turns.
Yep.
Here we go. Oh, advantage.
Yep.
Yeah. It's 15 plus 6. 21.
Hits 19 or better.
6 points of slashing, 3 points of lightning.
Okay.
Next attack. 20.
Awesome.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy. 9 points of slashing, 4 points of lightning. Max.
Okay. How do you finish off the pig demon?
It slams into Bartholomew and he like grabs onto the arm to like basically mount over it and just start running on it. When he gets to the head, he does a handstand and just twists and then flips off.
All right. As you twist and spin off the Silmy face, what would the Silmy face say to needle at you? What is
protect us?
Yes, there it is. It goes all nice, Silmy. Her smooth, pale skin, and it says, "You were supposed to protect us." As the head goes flying off, and it even shrinks down and changes into Silmy's head as it hits the ground and rolls off into the fog.
Bartholomew pitches back and howls into the sky.
And as you do, Arabelle, what are you doing?
Just looking at Speedy wide-eyed and just saying, "There's no time," and going back to using Gust of Wind and Prestidigitation.
Speedy
Oh, go ahead.
gets on all fours and stalks over to Arabelle.
Just looking at him straight on. You're not the first werewolf I've seen.
He pushes her down.
The pig demon, as you do that, the pig demon bursts out in a ball of fire.
Oh boy.
Consuming you. You're both gone.
Cool.
One reality down.
It's a good thing I failed that wisdom save. So.
Okay. Back to who hasn't been up in a bit. Let's go to Arjhan Belly Dancer reality. Okay, because everybody's there.
During the break,
Yes.
or during the cutaway, somehow Maybelle has become a part of the belly dancer brigade, and she's just like fanning Gwen with a big long fan.
Okay, all right.
So
This,
last thing
this
that
is
happened,
how things should be.
the last thing that happened is that Gwen dispelled the fog, and we were just seeing like copy pasted textures of Barovia spread out.
Right. Yep. Okay. So
Speedy's in a belly dancer outfit. What the fuck?
and what
Hey,
it,
this is my reality. I can do whatever the fuck I want with it. Okay?
the best part is
think
it's
it's
hijacked
mine.
Arjhan's reality. That's the best part about it. Okay. So I guess Arjhan, what do you do in this situation of the now cut and paste Barovia and belly dancer squad?
I'm reaching into my pocket for a green card,
Okay.
and then I leave it there. And
Okay.
don't do that. Let's leave the nightmare world and go to Avernus. Why don't we?
Take a 9-year-old with you. What's the worst that could happen?
I've got the map right here.
That's right. Okay.
This is definitely against my contract.
But I am thinking of Tiamat whenever
Okay.
that happens.
All right. Okay. So you were thinking upon Tiamat. Give me a wisdom save.
Please, please do not bring Tiamat here.
Wisdom?
Yep.
19.
Oh goodness. Yes, as the belly dancers and Maybell are fanning Gwen. What were Speedy and Arabelle doing?
Speedy is in one of the belly dancer outfits, just like, what the fuck?
Okay.
Arabelle is hanging out with Arjhan because he's the only other sane one here.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
And she's just making like a brief prayer to Mother Night, like something, anything. Get me out of this hellscape and send me back to the hellscape, at least I know.
So as that happens, the ground begins to rumble. And what color Tiamat head comes out first, Arjhan?
Blue.
Blue shoots up. And next up, Arabelle. What color Tiamat head? Even though she doesn't know, I'm asking the player what
Red.
head shoots up.
Red goes faster.
Red goes faster and big. Ground flies in all directions. And it comes up. Gwen, motherfucking nightmare shit. What color Tiamat head appears?
Black? Is there a black one?
There
okay,
is.
cool.
It comes up. He's spraying acid as it shoots towards the sky.
Is this a Barovia thing?
No,
Is
it's
it a dream
no,
thing?
Nope.
no.
Nope.
I think it's a dream thing.
All right,
Maybell?
should we attack it?
No.
Okay.
Do not attack my god.
That's your god?
The white head is the only one left, Maybell. So
White and green.
and green. Okay, so white or green.
White, of course.
It comes out. Frost and snow begins to fall in around it, and green, the foresty one, bursts out and topples one of the rotten, gnarled trees as it shoots out Speedy.
Well, it was nice adventuring with you. We should not do this again sometime. Maybell, Arabelle, we're leaving.
This is going to make for some very complicated politics.
All right, so Arjhan, blue. The blue head is coming at you. You see the crackle of lightning in its throat begin to go at you, and it comes down upon you like it's going to bite you. Give me a dexterity save.
I'll take it.
Okay. As the mouth slams into the ground, lightning bursts up and shoots along the spine of the thing, and Arjhan, you disappear.
Arabelle is just looking at this dragon like it is the greatest thing she has ever seen. You've seen horse
Parade to the
girls?
queen.
You've seen horse girls before?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is my first experience with a dragon. And it has 5 heads and it just ate somebody.
All right.
Arabelle's
You
smitten.
realize dragon girls exist too.
Especially in Barovia. They just got their first.
They just got their very first. So the red head is flames to. Hold on, my Grim Reaper robe's stuck on something. The red head is spewing fire as it arcs through the air, and it's coming down upon you, Arabelle, and the flames are shooting out around it. It's the corners of its mouth as it comes down upon you. Gonna give me a dex save.
Arabelle closes her eyes and extends her arms out. This is the warmest thing she's ever felt.
Yep. It must be one of these things that's in the sky there. That's all you can think. And yeah, it slams into the ground and flames in Arabelle.
It isn't
Gwen.
real.
Gwen,
Yeah.
Yeah. You had the
Black?
black. So the acid is falling like rain around you as it tips its head towards you, and this green, gross, glumpy acid spray is coming down upon you. Would you like to duck?
I mean, this is a god, and I know that I mean, did I see Arjhan actually get like murderated, or did I see a poof?
You saw Arjun say, "Don't attack my god," and then his
Oh.
god bored him.
Yeah, it did. It bored him good. Like literally, you didn't see because the lightning and
Yeah.
the face slammed into the ground, and lightning shot up that spine.
Only in D&D where you will hear it vored him good.
Vored him good.
And Arabelle, you just saw
Yeah.
her spread her arms, developed in flames as this red dragon head slammed into the earth.
Surprisingly, Gwen trusts Arjhan.
Okay.
So she's gonna take it.
All right. The acid is coming down upon you. You feel your flesh melting away through your resistance, and as the mouth slams in, well, something happens.
Well, that wasn't real Gwen, anyways, right? So, I mean, it's not her reality.
It's not her reality.
Yeah.
No. Yep.
Not
White again comes in. Frost, snow flying everywhere. What do you do, Maybell?
She's just kind of standing there alone and kind of scared, and she's holding that little fan, and she drops it and pops open her parasol and says, "I don't think you're supposed to be allowed to do this."
as the cold freezes Maybell, as the breath is coming down and the head is coming down, she begins to crack, and we see janky bits of Maybell crumble away as the parasol just sort of falls into a frosty snow as the head slams in and she's gone. Speedy
has a short sword out as he watches the green dragon head coming down at him, and he's just gonna chuck it right at her.
Perfect. And as the head's coming down, this Barovian fog comes out of its mouth, this chlorine gas, and it's like surrounding you as you huck this through. You can see it spinning through the fog. Give me an attack roll.
Hit that man once on the head, because that's a natural 20.
Yes.
Fuck
Nice.
this illusion of Tiamat.
Nice. All right. Give me some damage.
11 points of piercing damage.
All right. The sword spikes in. The head warbles a bit. The gas is surrounding you. The head misses you and slams into the ground, but you feel yourself being thrown. And as you're thrown, the gas gets into your lungs and begins to burn from the inside out. And your inner organs and your lungs liquefy as you fall back upon the earth. And you're laying there and you can't breathe, and you're trying to get your breath, but there's nothing. It's all burned away. It's all burned away. And you don't disappear. You're laying there, seriously wounded. All 5 heads turn to you. They seem to laugh. The red head leans down. And it says, Arjhan said not to attack us.
Before, as it's saying that, just weakly, fuck yourself.
The fiery flame curls across you, and you're incinerated. Your chemically burned lungs are scorched out, and you're gone. Off to Scarecrow reality.
The only reality that matters.
The only reality left. Currently, don't split the party. Okay, so the scarecrow people had gotten advice, and little pumpkin man is headed back.
And Arabelle is a scarecrow.
And Arabelle
Pumpkinhead
is a scarecrow.
Just in a
And
little
Speedy
cloak.
is protected from good and evil.
Yes. We only have one
And-
reality left. Let's make it count.
And so he comes back, and the head turns and looks down at Arabelle. Oh, you're a very cute girl. Where were you? I didn't see you a minute ago.
And Arabelle just looks up, and like internally, it's the Key and Peele sweating gif. Just, but on the outside, it's just stone-faced pumpkin that just says, "I found them and I led them back home." Ha ha ha!
You better get to your house, sweetie, says the big, wide pumpkin mouth.
I sure will.
Okay.
Just don't move.
And it looks back with its little fiery pupils at Arjhan, and it says, "Hey, Clemson's never heard of the Locky."
I'm sorry. Is this Barovia?
Yeah, I think that's what they call this place.
You said I look like one of your master servants. Who is your master?
Oh, our master is Tiamat.
What is this realm called?
Barovia, I think. I know this is Vanberg village. Nods its whole pumpkin.
Thank you for your help.
The next closest village is up the road that way.
And what's its name?
Don't know. Never been there.
All right. Good to know. Guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
In Barovia, have you heard of Tiamat?
Yeah.
In
What?
Barovia? No.
No, specifically in Barovia.
Oh,
What's
I
a
don't
Tiamat?
think she's in Barovia.
I wouldn't know about that. Never mind.
She's supposed to be staying in the Hells, isn't she?
That's what
What
I
are the
thought.
hells?
What do you mean? What in the hells? Where do you think you go when you die?
Nowhere. Testrad keeps your soul in a pocket.
Is that real?
You're stuck forever screaming in agony. Sometimes you lose your own identity.
All right. Well, we have to kill this bitch like now.
Right, but the people here say that they're under Tiamat's dominion.
What's a Tiamat?
Tiamat's my god.
Wait, what? Whoa, sorry, I just had deja vu.
Oh, well, that will explain. And she just kind of like gestures to all of Arjhan.
Right.
Explains
All of
what?
Arjhan.
I don't get it.
Tiamat is a dragon god that has like 7 heads or something like that. And each one of them has like a different personality and shit. And they do like pop songs.
What's a song? Like, what's a pop song?
Like popular songs, like Poppy. And she starts snapping.
Like Old Blood on the Vine.
Yeah, sure. But they're all in Draconic, so you can't really. Some words are in common, but like most of them are Draconic, and then the chorus comes in, and then they sing in common. It's pretty cool.
Sometimes they go back and forth, and so
Mhm.
like you sound really weird singing only half of it.
Yeah.
Really do need a friend for karaoke.
What's karaoke?
It's when you sing songs. It's like a bard plays their instrument, and then you sing the song instead of them singing the song.
That sounds like a lot of work.
It is. It's very boring. But if you drink,
It sounds like the two of you have had an upbringing very similar to mine, and honestly, I'm sorry.
Wait, have you? Okay, hold on. And Gwen kind of like stands in the middle of the group. Have you guys had birthday parties?
Oh, what's a party?
They have a birthday.
I think I had a birthday.
Devils get born. Were they born ever?
They
She would know what a birthday is.
Whenever you pop out of the river Styx.
Styx, exactly. When you're larval lemur.
Whenever you're a lemure.
When you're a lemure.
So at that point, after you said about the birthdays and everybody's kind of mumbling and grumbling, the pumpkin-headed scarecrow comes out with a basket. And he's like, well, it might be a long walk up there, so the missus made you some cookies. Well, gave you some cookies.
Thank you.
What flavor are they? Pumpkin.
Yep, Lib's pumpkin.
Maybe I'll carry them for you.
I put a hand on Arjun.
These cookies made of flesh.
We don't know before we
I
scream.
scream, for I do not know.
This is the exact reaction I was hoping for, Gwen. Thank you. All of you were just beautiful, like, huh?
I put a hand on Arjun's shoulder. Don't eat the pastries. Do not eat the pastries.
Right. This gentleman said that the next village would be that way. Maybe we can get some answers there.
All right, let's go. Yes.
Do I really want to try to summon Tiamat 2 times in one session?
I mean,
Obviously. Think about it. What would Arjhan do in this situation? It doesn't matter if it's twice in the same session. What would Arjhan do?
This is
Hey,
Happy
Mountain
Pumpkin
Mama,
Town.
and then summon Tiamat.
Arjun's gonna pull out his holy symbol and be like, hello Tiamat, are you there? It's me, Arjun.
Nice. All right, give me a wisdom save.
Untitled God game.
Wisdom?
Yep.
24.
Awesome. Who is it who comes to you usually and talks to you?
Blue.
It's usually Mule.
Mule.
But yeah.
Okay. So you get like the sending stone type dream or whatever flash in your head, and it's him, and I can't remember the voice.
Them.
They, them.
They, them. And yeah, and oh, you're here. Would you like to see the mistress's castle?
Yes, if that's where we are.
Yes. Come forward. Follow the path that you have been given.
I think we're supposed to follow the yellow brick road.
If that is what's before you.
That was out to everybody.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you okay?
All right. Well, we're coming. It's not just me.
sorry.
That's fine. She'll be waiting.
Yeah, I think we're following the yellow brick road to the next village, and maybe my god can get us out of here.
You mean the dragon god?
You
The god of
mean
dragons?
Yeah, which means I think we
Tiamat.
are in Avernus.
Yes.
You mean Tiamat can get you out of Barovia?
I think so.
God, you're just using
What?
this whole thing as an excuse for Aravel to worship Tiamat.
Okay. All
Hey,
right.
it's helping my situation out.
Okay. So Barovians in this town worship Tiamat, but everywhere else they worship a vampire.
No. It's either the Morning Lord or Mother Night. You get one or the other.
Who are these gods?
Well, the Morning Lord was the god of light, and then Strahd banished him. And so all we really have is Mother Night.
So like Soul, and then whatever Cori follows and Caelum follows.
Who?
the moon person, right? Don't they follow the moon god?
Moon.
Yeah.
Actually.
I think so.
You'll have your chance
It might
tomorrow.
be the same
Mittler.
one. I don't know.
All right, cool. So, like, are we gonna get out of here, or should we kill the vampire? What's our end goal here?
Vampire's not here.
Yeah,
No.
the pumpkins didn't say anything about a vampire, but they did say something about Tiamat, which is kind of weird because I don't remember reading about any pumpkin people in her Bible.
Solid. So we're gonna go find your god,
Uh-huh.
and she's gonna help all of us. Isn't she evil? I feel like she's evil. No offense.
Does she believe in survival?
Are you
I think
saying
so.
that Tiamat is here?
I think so.
So we are
She's
in hell.
Here.
Yes. No.
Tiamat's here?
Slowly
Mabel,
slipping
you're,
out some
you're
truth.
from the Hells, right? Did any of this ringing a bell?
Oh, absolutely not. No, this doesn't look anything like the Hells.
What does hell look like?
Are you traveling, by the way?
Yes,
Yeah, I guess we're walking
Yeah, we're
along.
walking, talking.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna take the cookies and just huck, like when we're far enough away, just huck them into a bush.
That was lovely craftsmanship.
Okay. Basket and all goes winging off into the shrubbery.
So like in
What
the
a
Hells,
waste.
there's no way to like manipulate the dreamscape to look like something else.
I mean, probably, but then it wouldn't be the Hells. It would be a dreamscape, wouldn't it?
I guess.
To expedite the process, with all this manipulation going around, Speedy's going to think the town is closer than it actually looks.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh. 23.
All right. You guys are following the yellow brick road, as it were, and you come over a hill, and as you come over the hill, it's strange because it's almost as if as you're walking up the hill, this castle is rising in front of you. So like you should have been able to see it, obviously, from the village you were just in. And as the castle is rising, it's becoming dark out, and the lightning is flashing. It's Barovian gray, of course, but it's becoming dark. And the castle is rising. There's lightning flashing in the background. You know, you see the little flying somethings. They don't look like bats, but something's flying around. And as you walk over the hill, I mean, the castle's like right there.
Knock, knock, I guess.
All right. As you approach, there's a massive gorge, and as you get close, there seems to be a knocker on the wall of the on the wall of the like bridge or gateway that the drawbridge will come to, or that come down to. So, what do you do?
Hey, little girl, do you wanna? I can throw you over there.
What?
No.
Well, this isn't reality, anyways, right? So, like,
That
Well, if it's
sounds
not-
wildly dangerous.
So why don't we just think up a bridge?
Why don't we throw you?
can you throw me?
No, but she points at Arjhan. He's quite a studly fella. He could probably do it.
By the way, the knocker is on your side of the bridge.
Oh.
I mage hand it.
Gadoom and gadoom, and it's a huge iron ring, and when it hits, it's like a gong, and you hear from the gorge chasm that's down there, you hear, "Who wakes me now?" And Tiamat comes flying up the gorge.
Whoa.
Oh shit!
What the fuck?
Like Gwen mom hands Arabelle behind her
Okay.
Hello,
and
demons.
draws
It's-
her axe.
Maybell does the mom hands like on Gwen and Arabelle's shoulders.
Oh shit! What the fuck? Is that a drag? That thing's fucking huge?
Hello, demons. It's me, your boy.
Oh, sure enough, there she is.
This is your god?
Yeah.
I mean, like terrifying. Yeah. Yeah. Hi.
To say anything? It's just staring. Mostly all 5 heads are looking at Arjhan. And Arjhan, what would Tiamat say to you? If you summoned Tiamat, literally, what would Tiamat say to you?
Really? Again?
All right. So all 5 heads in unison. Really? Again?
Yeah, I'm not sure why I'm here either.
Hmm.
I'm not sure what you're... I'm not sure how I ended up here with you. I very much like to not be here.
Good. Me either. Let us both be gone then. Just get rid of them in there and we'll be away from this place.
Wait, who and where?
And Tiamat starts to fly off, and the drawbridge starts to creak, 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 and it slams down, like right in front of you guys. And as Tiamat flies away, you guys see what was flying around was winged snakes with little bat wings. They're like winged poison snakes, basically, and they all start following after her as she takes off into the distance. And now when the drawbridge came down, a flurry of bats all came out around you guys. Before you is a drawbridge leading into a dark keep.
Okay. Arjhan will take point and go in.
I'll follow Arjhan. By the way, before anything happens, how do you guys feel about werewolves?
I mean, you're a blood hunter, right?
A what?
You literal sword on lightning. That was a different reality, wasn't it?
No. I
No,
think he
he's
did
done that multiple times.
Yeah, I
He
think
did it 3
in all of
times.
them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're a sentinel beast, right? You can control it.
What? Kind of. It depends on the phase of the moon, but I don't know what they're talking about for the sentinel beasts. It just sort of happened one day.
Oh. Okay. I mean, if you've been using blood magic, then I'm sure you can get a handle on it. I mean, that's a whole group of people in my world that use that power. They can control their lycanthropy.
Must be nice.
Just to be clear, if you attack us, I will kill you.
Yeah, that.
Just don't be the closest thing next to me.
You seem to like to get up and personal, and I'm more of a shoot things from afar kind of guy anyway.
Yeah, but what about that one?
I like to get personal. Ow!
Nice.
Ow!
She's just gonna happen to be the closest person to Speedy for the rest of this,
Yeah.
Well,
coincidentally.
we'll put it forth this way. If you try something, I will kill you. And I'm very
Likewise.
good at killing things.
I'd say I'm on 8 on the scale. Let's go.
It's Very
This
good to
castle
see
ain't
that
gonna
everyone's
stand it.
getting along.
So is no one else saw?
Oh my god! Are you? Yes! Thank you, Arabelle! Thank you!
It was huge. 5 heads?
Yeah, I've
What
only
is it-
met 2. I've actually only met 2 of them so far. But
Wait, what? No, it was on the same body. How do you mean you only met 2?
like before this,
All right, Miser, I gotta lay it flat with you right now. What do you mean?
so like, you saw all the heads together on that dragon.
Yes?
I've been meeting them one at a time. And apparently they don't all like each other very much whenever they're all split up.
I think I'm just gonna stick to Mother Night.
Yeah. It's I have a bit of a complicated relationship with her.
Did she speak to you often?
More often recently.
Mother Night doesn't talk to me at all. I'm just gonna...
That seems a lot easier.
Yeah. If you are interested,
No,
okay.
listen, I've got a patron and I've got a god, and honestly, that's too much for me already.
Are you guys walking across the drawbridge as you're discussing this?
I have
Speedy
a
has picked up Arabelle.
I have a brief question before we cross this drawbridge.
Mhm.
She looks at Gwen. Are you
Yeah.
married?
No. Why?
She looks over at Speedy. The marriage thing that was going on in Vallaki, that wasn't real, right? That was a joke?
Oh, no, no. Those two? That's a those two thing.
No, okay. So if you and that one, and she points over towards Gwen, if I could marry you, we could make you harder to hit in battle. Both of you.
I am technically engaged.
You'll have the shield of love.
What happens in Barovia?
But this is Barovia. This is
Exactly. Who knows?
Arjhan, dude, you're not betrothed.
All this marriage talk is giving Maybelle a headache, and she's just looking really confused at the ring on her hand and just like trying to understand. And like, it's like she's trying to fit like a square peg in a square hole, but she's turning it the wrong direction.
And she's feeling alive in that hand. Like before she became undead and became it and was through all the stuff. So there feels like there's life in the hand with the ring on it while you're thinking about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say right now, I'm not getting married.
Okay.
I have a contract I need to fulfill, apparently.
I mean, I feel like if I were to get married, especially now, I would need, pointing back into Tiamat's direction, like somebody in her church to do it.
Listen, I'm 18. I still have my whole life ahead of me.
Yeah, I'm
Oh my
20 and
god, you're a baby!
I'm 20 and I've died twice.
It's
Arcanist's
true.
magic aura to make Arabelle look like a tiny little Arjhan. Would this work?
Oh my god.
Oh, hell no. Definitely
No, that's terrifying.
not. Stop that.
Oh my god, she's adorable!
Goes back to shuffling cards, but doesn't change form because it lasts for 24 hours.
Across the bridge, you hear and something begins to form on the other side of the bridge. Some kind of chest, some kind of box,
It's a mimic.
and it comes into existence, and it's this blue box standing upright. It looks like a wardrobe, Maybell. A blue wardrobe has appeared, and it's got strange glyphs on it, and a light on top.
She turns around and looks at the rest of the group. Do you mind if I... She just kind of points at it.
Go ahead.
I'll get it.
Would you
And
like me to protect you, fair maiden?
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, and she just pulls it open, like just guffawing and hand
Okay.
stab.
And as you reach for the handle to open it, it opens, and David Tennant is standing there. And he says, he's like, all right, I know this is going to sound strange, but you'll need these if you hope to stand any chance. And starts handing out stakes.
Chance against what?
Oh fuck.
What lies ahead?
Are you
And,
like a wizard?
Uh,
This is a dream, right? This is
He
a
looks
dream?
he looks more like a doctor than a wizard.
Doctors don't look like that.
I'm hurt. I am the doctor. And he shows you like a piece of paper,
Mhm.
and in halfling it's a doctor. It's
It
like
just says the doctor.
yeah, but it's in halfling and it looks official. You
I'm the doctor. I do what I want.
But you're not a why is it in halfling? Are you a
Well,
halfling doctor?
I can work on halflings, indeed. I am, and
Dispel magic at 4th level.
all right.
Wait, this is the blue consort of Tiamat.
On the badge.
No, on the box.
All right, go for it. Roll the
Oh my
d20.
god.
David Tennant will remember this.
I have a portent ability.
Mm-hmm.
If that helps, and I rolled before this started, one of them was a 16, the other was a 4, so I'm going to get a 16. Add my spell casting bonus for 22.
Is that how dispel works now? Does it add your
Dispel-
spell casting?
Is dispel and
Dispel is the
It
DC.
depends on the level of the spell, yeah. That you are dispelling.
Yeah, using your spell casting ability.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so my ability check was 22, and the DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
Correct. So yeah, with a 22, you indeed do dispel the box, and it disappears. Says David Tennant. He's like, all the time. Why all the time? Well, I guess you'll need a little more than these stakes, huh? I have to go find my TARDIS. What else can I give you? Here, he's kind of pointing at all of you, and it's like, who uses a stabby sword thing?
Are we killing him? What are we doing?
Don't know. I'm tired.
One of
I'm
Strahd's
confused.
minions, I'm sure. He's far too handsome.
His paper said that he was the blue consort of Tiamat, so I'm sure
His
we
paper
can
said he was
trust
a
him.
doctor. He said it was a
I can't
halfling doctor.
Anybody else who looked at the paper, you see your own reality of what you think the paper says to make him legitimate.
Charlatan.
If you think charlatans are legitimate, then that's what you saw. Otherwise, you saw Night Mother approved. Do what he says.
that only makes it more suspicious to her.
Yeah. Anyway, he then hands this just sword hilt to Speedy, and then he says, looks at Arabelle, pulls out a little device that goes warble, 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 warble a little bit, puts it in his pocket, and then hands Arabelle a some kind of medallion. I have one here, but I don't know where it is in the dark.
Motherfuckers.
It's a little sun, little sun.
Are we
face,
getting all of the
and hands you the thing, and then What's left? The book? Is that the book? The book is the
Sure. Just hand us the Tome of Strahd. That's fine.
All right, and he reaches in and into a space in his coat that should not be able to fit this voluminous book, and I guess hands it to Maybell. And it's like, all right, I have to find the box. And then he reaches in his pocket one more time, and he pulls out a pair of glacier glasses, with the side things on, and puts them on. And when he turns, he's got a little tattoo on the side of his face. And then he sprouts wings, bat-like wings, and flies off.
What the fuck?
All right, I swear to God, I did not take any drugs. You all saw that too, right?
What are
Arjhan-
drugs?
All right, let's just kill each other and be over with it, okay?
Like, there's just blood streaming down Arjhan's face.
Are you okay? What the fuck?
I'm not sure.
His eyes
Bartholomew.
are bleeding, his ears, there's the ears.
Why does the word gutweep come to mind? I'm
Barthol-
not supposed to remember that.
Who can heal? Someone heal him. Please heal him, please.
I put my hand on his chest and heal him.
The bleeding from his eyes, ears, and nose stops. All right. What do you do? Before you lies the castle of Strahd. You have been armed with deadly equipment.
We march bravely forward.
Wait.
All right.
Turns
Where are we going?
off to kill a vampire, apparently.
Yeah, I mean,
This
we're
is
here-
we've established that this is a dream. Why are we going to do the thing that
Hold
the dream
up.
wants us to do?
Hold up.
Yeah.
Is there a way, because Castle Ravenloft is built on a cliff's edge, right? And it has like a really precarious piece of of natural earthwork that keeps it aloft. And Arabelle knows that this is held up by magic. Is there a way that she can get 120 feet from that ledge and just dispel magic on the magics holding up this castle?
She certainly may try.
Sweet. Yeah. That's a natural one. I wasted my last 3rd level spell slot. Well,
Grab Arabelle by the collar and drag her away from the edge.
All right.
What was that?
Maybell is flipping through the Tome of Strahd, and her eyes just keep on getting wider and wider.
Maybell, I might need you to gather my clothing later.
What?
Wait, are we doing this?
Yeah,
Apparently.
It's go time.
Wait, what are you doing?
we're gonna go kill the dream vampire.
Why are you getting naked? What?
Hear that?
What did he say?
I don't know.
You'll find out.
It looked like you just winked silently.
Oh, it's established. Speedy can't wink. He doesn't have to.
All right. Forward into the castle you bravely stride, feeling that this is just a dream realm. You get close into the throne room, which seems way closer than it should have been because we're running out of time. And so you get into the throne room. Lavish carpet lies before you, leading up to a dais where Strahd von Zarovich resides.
Is that? Dude, she's fucking hot.
She's got like thigh-high boots, one leg over the arm of the chair. She's leaning, looking bored, waiting for you to show.
She's undead?
There is the sound of a small sonic boom
Okay.
as Speedy has casted Zephyr Strike on himself. Can he activate the Sun Sword?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Swing.
He dashes like 100 feet in like 1 second at
Okay.
Strahd, raises his sword. 24.
Ow! Stop.
Hit.
Stop.
I need dice. That's that. I believe the Sun Sword deals an extra D6, D8 to undead. right?
It is 2d8. Plus something else, if I remember correctly. It's pretty brutal.
Sorry.
I thought I'd gotten that motherfucker out of this game for another few weeks.
I've got it.
By the way, the sun sword is sentient. Can we give it the tree's voice?
What was the tree's voice?
Give it.
You
Soul-
gotta have
give it
to
Soul's
stab
voice.
him really good, Speedy.
Excellent, wonderful.
Snaggletooth's voice. Okay,
Yep, that's what I wanted.
You want to know where my sound initially came from? That sound? It was people swinging a boom mic over a projector.
God, why?
I get +2, and I hit undead. The target takes an extra 1d8.
Right.
Okay, so that's math. 8, 6, 14.
All I'm getting here is backstory.
16. No, shit. I can math real good. 37 points of radiant damage.
You cut through her, and she as you whipped up there, she was like a little shocked, but a little less bored. And then she put a hand up, and you cut, and it managed to cut her beautiful suit. Part of it falls away, so now it's like ripped midriff showing, and she guffaws at you, cracks her neck. Maybell, what do you do?
Blush blue for a second. Okay, we're getting into a fight. All you have to do is turn into an owl or a cat or whatever you can turn into. And then she kind of like concentrates really, really hard, and instead an owl spirit appears, and she summons her spirit totem, which is in like mechanically is the unicorn form, but I think it looks like an owl.
Okay. All right. Awesome.
And she looks up and she's like, I'm definitely not supposed to be able to do that.
And so, but it does occur. The unicorn totem is indeed available to you. Arjhan.
My crossbow is lit. It's lit, fam. I'm gonna do that Mystic Frenzy thing that I wanted to do earlier.
All right.
200 plus and a crossbow shot.
Nice.
That was correct. Wow. Okay. Does an 8 or a natural 1 hit?
No.
What about a 17?
No.
Okay. I miss.
All right. The throne behind her is like got a bolt in it and parts blown off of it. Arabelle.
Arabelle is going to rush up to Strahd if she can get within 30 feet of the vampire lady. And then is going to utilize the holy symbol of Ravenkind to use the Hold Vampires ability, right, which would require Strahd to make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw. However, I will use my Portent ability and make her roll a 4.
All right. Sweet.
So she is paralyzed and can repeat her saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
All right, so she is paralyzed, which, you know, makes her all flex out and look extra vampire-y. And
Gwen or Strahd?
Yes, Gwen.
Cool. Gwen's gonna rage. And then she's gonna run over and double attack.
Yep.
Oh, you're short stuff. She's really hot.
I know, but they said she's undead, dude. I don't know what to do.
Fuck that, no. Kill her quick.
All right. And I'm going to recklessly attack for the first one.
You don't need to. She's paralyzed.
Well, okay then. That's an 18. 18
right.
plus 6.
All right.
And then the second one is okay, kitten. We're not gonna grab those, okay? That's a 17 on the second one. Well, she's
plus
paralyzed, so I get advantage, right?
Yes. Yep.
So that's 22.
Perfect. Hit and hit.
Okay, so that does a total of. That was terrible, kitten. Actually, I'm gonna reroll one of these. Well, that's not much better. So that's 16 damage.
Okay. 16. All right. So chop, and that leaves who?
Strahd.
God, yeah.
Paralyzed.
But you can repeat your saving throw at the end of your turn.
Yes.
6.
So,
Oh shit!
all right, awesome. She begins to cackle, and then suddenly she turns and looks straight into Arjhan's eyes, and is like, and just indignation is occurring across her visage, as it were. And she gets the 6, and go fam, everybody.
Here we go.
Just roll it up.
Do we get advantage on attacks?
Oh yes.
Oh.
I got a natural 20 with the sun sword.
I'm just
Maybe I'll
casting
try to-
sunlight.
I got a natural 20 with my crossbow.
All right.
Maybell is going to try and summon an animal, since evidently she can summon things. And she's going to cast summon animal and pull Sasha out of Barovia. And Sasha will attack.
All right. What does that look like?
She's
Is
like,
it a portal or?
oh yeah. I think that a ring of fire opens up, and then like it is basically a portal, but it's like ringed in fire, and then Sasha just comes running out.
Okay.
It's a 19.
And she bites into Strahd, but Strahd doesn't move. She doesn't knock her over. She when she bites her, it's like hitting a pillar of like granite, and you can see the reverberation go down the spine of the creature when it hits. But yeah, go for it.
She does.
I got 23 damage on the Sunforger, or on the run axe. Sorry.
Oh, run axe. Okay, cool.
I got 44 damage on the sun sword.
Needs to make a strength saving throw or be knocked prone on account of pouncing.
Triple advantage.
Auto fail
Yep.
because paralyzed.
Yeah.
Yep, but she doesn't fall down.
That's an 18 hit.
No, technically an 18 does not hit.
Okay.
I got 9 piercing damage, and it counts
But
as
you are-
magical.
But you are at advantage. And you
Yeah,
got how much?
9 piercing damage, and it counts as magical.
Okay. All right.
I want
Arjhan?
Sorry.
So neither of my Eldritch Blasts are going to hit, but it's going to be 19 points of piercing damage and 5 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Oh, guys. If the
Yeah.
creature's paralyzed, any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit.
Oh
Oh my
god!
god, you're right.
Nice.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
okay.
we are all fools!
Well, my one attack that hit was a critical, so
Okay.
Add 7 for me.
Another 3 damage.
All right.
Oh god, what did I say? 44?
Oh, but my
44.
wait,
Yeah.
hold on. My
And
first
Arabelle,
one.
your sunlight.
So Arabelle, I think, wasn't going to cast sunlight. I think what she would have wanted to do instead is use her last 3rd level slot. And she's going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Excellent.
But the
That's a
spirit
good spell.
But when she summons Spirit Guardians, it's only one spirit that shows up, and it is, she doesn't know why, but it is a high elf with flaming red hair wearing a very long coat with tiny little glasses on, who just flicks a rapier down, sets it in front of his face, and with the biggest smile that you've seen rushes forward and just begins beating the absolute shit out of Strahd.
Nice.
So-
Nice.
I got 60 total damage on the sun
Holy
sword.
Fuck!
And Gwen, what was it? You added damage?
Yeah, I got extra 14.
An extra 14.
Yeah.
As the half elf rushes forward and begins to spike at Strahd, she from inside the wounds begin to glow with the light of a sun, and as it goes, the lights come apart and she is in fractures, and she just says, "Ow, fuck," and you're all blinded.
I got a 40. Vic got a 40 in radiant damage.
Jesus.
And it'll be 1 second.
Sure.
I told you she was easy to kill. Just in the blindness.
That wasn't real. She'll be back. She always comes back.
So will your mom.
No, she won't.
No. Mom's super dead.
Well, you said nobody died in Barovia.
What?
What?
No, we said nobody comes back.
I thought you said that the spirits don't go to hell.
That
They're
doesn't
trapped
mean they
in
don't
Barovia.
die. That does not mean they don't die.
Arjun, are you still here?
Do you want to know how
I'm
I
still
met the
here.
party? A man named Stetchen saved me from being thrown into a lake to appease a fictional god, so that way a man's fishing could be better. I've had a saber-toothed tiger chase me down. I've had a crazy man try and capture me. There's a man in the village that I ran away from who's rebuilding a woman out of pits that he finds in the cemetery.
You just hear like Arjun is somewhere within the like blinding light, just like vomiting a little.
So like, point of advice for you, kid. Get strong, get fast, get even.
And as Gwen finishes saying that, as the light begins to fade, you see yourselves surrounded in that horrible, horrible fog. The burlap fog is back.
Great.
And you hear,
Oh, fuck.
I want to thank you, little one. And he points down at Gwen and says, "Your killing the Dendar god has allowed me to reach out of my realm. Now that they're away, dead, I'm free to reach everywhere." So,
Excuse me, sir? I was told that I did not kill Dendar Arjun.
Yeah, she can't kill a god.
no, she can't. I'm being facetious.
Oh.
But this was a lot of fun. I will be seeing some of you later. And you all suddenly are back to where you came from.
Arjun and Gwen, you guys are flying.
What the fuck?
And that's where we wrap up for tonight. Come by tomorrow night for part 2.
Oh boy.
Yay! I will indeed! So, first off, I would like to say, GB, thank you so much for running this game. That was incredible. I love Halloween crossover. So, where can we find you? What do you do? Yes!
Oh, I'm Greybeard of Greybeard's Tavern. Check my Twitter. It's got my schedule that's correct at this point, I believe. And I stop by on Sunday mornings because I like to play with a lot of toys. I can't see what I'm grabbing, but it'll be fun, whatever it is. On Sunday we play Darkest Dungeon usually. This Sunday, I believe we're doing the Halloween treat. We're playing Aratus, the Lord of the Dead. Instead, it's Darkest Dungeon, but you're the bad guys. So join us then, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on my channel. That's it for me.
Excellent. RJ.
Hey everybody, I'm RJ here on the channel, but you can catch me at RJustice on Twitter and Twitch, where I tweet about the nerdy things in my life and stream a lot of Rainbow Six Siege currently. You can catch me on Mondays as Caelum the Shatterkai Cleric, where, well, you can catch me tomorrow as Caelum the Shatterkai Cleric as we trounce through another nightmare hellscape. But usually you can catch him on Mondays. On Tuesdays, of course, I am Speedy. And on Sundays, I play a game with the lovely LBHackEmUp over at Pro Restarters channel, where it's getting kind of wild. DenakeKino.com.
Hi, I'm LBHackEmUp. You can find me at LBHackEmUp on Twitter. I feel like that's my intro is like panic. Like Cyber has his thing, I have my thing. You can find me here tomorrow playing Sonia Malreska, the wizard half elf, part of Elf Squad. Yeah, exactly. You can find me well, not this week. I have usually games on Fridays and Sundays, and just check my Twitter. It's not updated, but I retweet stuff. So, like, yeah. DenakeKino.com.
Hi, I'm Cyber. You can find me at CyberWolf1201 on the Twitters, where I tweet shit posts like it's not Big B's hand, it's Tickle Me Spellmo. And you can also find whenever I tweet whenever I go live on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/CyberWolf1201. Where I play video games badly and talk about lore. We're trying to finish off Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. Not before Luigi's Mansion 3 comes out, and I'm not going to be streaming Luigi's Mansion 3, but come for a fun, spoopy time. All the archives of that go to YouTube, youtube.com/cyberwolf1201, where you can also find the podcast I call with an N I do called Let's Talk About It, where we get drunk, do parkour, and talk about RPG stuff. I'm like halfway through editing the next episode, so new stuff coming in your ear holes pretty soon. You can also find some D&D Beyond homebrew tutorials, and the occasional other video. But for RPG stuff, you can check out my Patreon, check out DM's Guild, or check out this channel, twitch.tv/EnduredAdventures, where you found us. On Mondays, I play Arjhan, the Black Dragonborn Blood Hunter, cleric of a god who is tired of shit. And on Thursdays, No Gods, No Masters, I play Albus the Calastra Bard, Aboleth. DenakeKino.com.
Oh shoot, yeah, speaking of which, hi, my name's Wings. You can find me at DenakeKino.com. I do nerdy drawings mostly related to D&D and a lot of stuff on this channel. You can find me normally here on Mondays playing as Cori the Elegant Paladin in our homebrew campaign, or running Curse of Strahd on Tuesdays. And until next week, DenakeKino.com. No, nothing profound this week.
I'm the Indoor Adventurer, and as always, I have to go to the bathroom really badly at the end of these sessions, so I'm going to try and speed through this. Hey, so if this is your first time watching this series, did you know that we have all of our VODs posted on youtube.com/Indoor Adventures? We also have podcasts up wherever you can find podcasts under the same name. Of course, we also have a Patreon set up, so if you're interested in our after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from the community, but also from each other, consider subscribing to us on Patreon in order to get access to that. Easiest way to ask us questions, of course, is through our Discord that you can find in the chat below, but of course we are going to be going into that. So I would like to say once again, thank you to GB for running this excellent game. Thank you to these players for putting up with our bullshit every week, and until next time, we'll see you guys later. All right, everybody, bye-bye.